Hi everyone, this is Heba from My Little Journal, and today I'm going to be working in my project life. This is week 27, 2019, and this is volume 2 of my 2019 albums. I've shared a flip through of the first half of my album, and I finished that up. And so because I'm starting a new album now, I'm going to start with a family photo, a large one. I get these photos printed at Persnickety Prints. I like to start with a family photo. I just feel like it represents what this album is about. I will go through my embellishments because I want to add a little something where I can stamp out the year. And I like that half circle chipboard. I used my Feed Your Craft Monthly Matters stamp set to stamp out the year. And that's about it. I try to keep it very simple. I just want the photo to kind of represent us. So I don't want to, play around with it or add too much to it. I like it as is. Once I'm done with that, I'm going to flip this over and start working on week 27. And by the way, I do have a flip through of the first half of 2019. If you haven't checked it out, I will link it up at the eye for you. It's a great little video to see how I work in my project life and my thoughts when I'm working in my project life. So definitely check that out. I'm going to go ahead and start adding my photos. Now, week 27 is all about the 4th of July. It is one of my favorite holidays. I always end up with loads of photos, but I try my best to keep it small and simple and not end up with a million photos on one spread. Now, I'm also using Kelly Purkey's 4th of July kit. I'm not sure that's what it's called, but it's a great little kit. 4th of July themed, and I'm just going to stick to that kit and try to use as many cards as I can. The great thing is my photos have a lot of blue, so obviously they're matching the kit really well, because usually 4th of July themed kits are red, white, and blue, so I think they're all going to match. I do end up wanting to use my Studio Calico acetate monthly sheets. I did remember this week, you guys, so I'm going to end up using that. I just want to see how it looks with this 4x6 card in the background. I do want to use this card to add my journaling, but before I take it to my typewriter, I decide to stamp week 27. This is also a Feed Your Craft stamp set. Totally forgot the name of the stamp set, but I will link it in the description box for you guys. And once I stamp the week, I'll grab the stamp set that came with the Kelly Purkey kit and stamp the beautiful right above week 27. Once I'm done with my stamping, I'll take this to my typewriter and just journal about the week. I love how this turned out. It just looks so subtle, and I love the colors against each other. I'm moving on. I'm going to use that stamp set again to stamp Happy 4th right underneath my fireworks. I believe I'm just going to go through my embellishments and add a little something to that. I'm trying to keep it simple. You can see my photos are really, really busy, and I always recommend this. When your photos are so busy and there's a lot of people in your photos, keep it simple. Don't feel like you have to add a lot. It just makes everything busy and it takes away from your beautiful photos. So definitely keep it simple. Next up, I'm loving this map 3x4 card. I'm just going to grab the stamp set again and stamp out "This Land Was Made for You and Me." And I will also grab another puffy sticker heart and add it right above Georgia because that's where we live. And I just wanted to represent my state. This layout is going to come together pretty quickly because there's a lot of stamping, and I always feel when you stamp, it comes together faster. I will grab a Kelly Purkey label. Now, I'll end up stamping "Let's Be Weird Together." This is from a different stamp set from Kelly Purkey. It's one of my favorite stamp sets from her. When I stamped it, I just felt like the label was really large for that space, and I didn't want to cover my son's face, so what I end up doing is trimming around the label and leaving a small amount of blue. I didn't feel like I needed the whole label. So just trimming it off a little bit and then just going ahead and adding it to the corner of my photo. It looked so much better, and it wasn't covering anyone's face. These little, steps really help. Now, because my photos are really busy, I tend to stamp directly on my photos, and I'm going to do it a few times here. I end up grabbing like a summer themed stamp set, and I stamp here for all the fun right on the water where my siblings and kids are jumping into the pool. I'll also grab another summer stamp set, and it had like barbecue stamp that I really wanted to use on this barbecue photo. So I end up stamping it a couple of times, and I'll also stamp summer is, so it's going to end up saying summer is barbecue. This is a great way to still embellish, but not too much, is literally stamping directly on your photos. And I've been asked a lot of times what I use when I stamp on my photos. I use archival ink to stamp directly on my photos, and I also use the Brilliance white ink to stamp on my photos. So those two ink pads are my favorites. So I really want to use both these 3x4 cards. So what I decided to do was grab my Spellbinders circle dies and cut the center out, and it just said, "Baby, you're a firework." I'm going to end up sticking it down to that dark navy blue. I just felt like the navy blue mutes down the layout a little bit. So just to finish it up, I end up grabbing a puffy heart and adding it to the center of the firework, and I call my layout done. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye!